April 26, 2010 meeting of the Public Safety Committee will now come to order.
Yep.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Antelli? Mr. Beebe? Mrs. Draw? Mr. Eckel? Chairman Hanna?
Here.
Mr. Lee? Mr. Lightfoot? Mr. McCann? Mr. Yolovich?
Next item on the agenda is the public forum. Is there anyone signed up this evening?
There are no public forum speakers today.
Is there anyone present who would like to address the committee this evening? Seeing none, we will move on. The next item is the approval of minutes. You have the March 22nd, 2010 minutes before you. They shall stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any change by the end of the day. Next item, new business.
Referral 10-130, acceptance of a grant.
Legislator Draw, seconded by Legislator McCann. Is there any discussion? Legislator Lightfoot.
I actually was a victim of getting my vehicle stolen, and we were sitting back talking about it. Didn't realize I was also looking at some of the information. How Monroe County in 1994 was one of 62 for the highest in this. So it's interesting to see and glad to see that they're making some improvements with motor vehicle theft. I do have a couple of questions for you, Mr. Chairman. How many vehicles were stolen in Monroe County in 2009 and 2008? Through you, Mr. Chairman.
Through the chair, I'm Jennifer Curley from the Sheriff's Office. And in 2008, we had 1,838 vehicles stolen, with 600 being accounted for by county agencies. In 2009, we had 956, and 385 were accounted for by county agencies.
Yeah, three of which were. Through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration, please review the role of the Motor Vehicle Theft Task Force and go over its membership and kind of like its goals for 2010. Through you, Mr. Chairman. So the roles, membership, goals. Through you, Mr. Chairman.
Through the chair, the task force is actually headed by the DA's office, and all the local, state, and federal agencies, and we do have Insurance Fraud Bureau and DMV present at the task force meetings. I think they meet once or twice a week. And their goal is to reduce motor vehicle theft and insurance fraud across the county, which obviously by the numbers you'll see that it's actually more than 50% that we've reduced in the county. Rochester was seen as one of the highest in the state, and we brought those numbers down. They're continuing to supply, give us funding for this task force because it has been so successful. I think we're the only county, and other counties are trying to replicate this task force because it is so efficient. And on our side, the sheriff's side, we bring our cases so that all the law enforcement agencies in the county can look at it, as well as DMV, and they all can look at it and say, hey, I had that case here. So they're all looking and analyzing all the cases. And that's pretty much what's going on and sharing information.
Thank you.
Is there any other discussion? Legislator Draw.
I see that that with this grant, the funding is decreased this year by about $22,500 from last year. How is that going to affect, the salaries and so forth for the task force?
For us, it's the reduction in the overtime piece. We won't be able to set up as many details. Like if we have a group of stolen vehicles happening in a certain area, we just won't deploy as many people to watch or to do surveillance or whatever. We'll just reduce our investigations. We're still going to investigate the crime, but we won't do as much overtime based.
Is there any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed? Item carries. This is it for new business. So next item is other matters. Is there any other matters that should come before the committee tonight? Seeing none. The April 26, 2010 meeting of the Public Safety Committee stands adjourned. The next meeting shall be held on May 24, 2010 at 5 p.m.